Don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, baffled king composing, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh yeah. Well, your faith is strong, but you needed proof. You saw everything on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to the kitchen chair, she smashed your throat, cut your hair and from your lips shed your hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Thank you for the lightning bolts. That's mighty kind of you, sir. Very generous. Appreciate it. As always. Hey. What's going on? Why are you getting so aggressive? I think he thought I was mocking him. Champy, a training model for soulful howling. That would be a funny... I should write a white paper of the new frontier model of singing dogs. No matter what chord you play, it sings the same note. Do, 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 do. How about my roses, Kyle? I didn't see your roses, Joey, but if you sent roses, thank you, sir. Very kindly. I appreciate it. I'm not always looking at the screen, unfortunately, so I probably missed those things. And there's probably a place I can go look at what was there. Mr. IT, thank you. All right. Happy Thursday, everybody. Had a busy day today, but I don't know what I did. A lot of busy work. A lot of catching up on shit. So, I might be a little thinner than normal in the cerebral cavity. Oh man, what do we want to talk about? Who's got questions? You help set the agenda. I need to get the girls to bed. Just go off for about 15 minutes, please. Okay. Oh, just don't do anything for about 15 minutes? New admin channels. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's from the Mighty team. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for mods. Hello, mods. What's happening? All right. Were you drinking? No, I was not. Well, coffee. Why, do I look liquored up? Look, my hair's all freshly glued.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Oh, goof off for 15 minutes while he puts the girls to bed. All right. Yeah, we can goof off. We can just talk about shit. I got an offer to do ASD 1 AI work today by sharing like Kelly taught me. There you go. Got an offer to do some AI work because I was telling someone about AI. Why can I not expand that? About the AI that Kelly taught. So, if you're new here, welcome. There's not a ton of people in here. Looks like we got the irregulars in here. Let's see if we can spread the word a bit. But yeah, as you know, one of the things that I would go on ahead and say preach. One of the things I preach in here is learn out loud. Talk about this stuff. Teach other people how to use this stuff. Because it will not only help other people, it will help you. So it looks like Emilio's wife got a gig, or at least an offer. I don't know if she took the gig. She got an offer because she was generously leading. And what happens when you generously lead is that at some point someone goes, hey, why don't I give you some money to lead like that? Or whatever. It might not even be money. It might just be, hey, come do a presentation in front of the VPs. Or whatever. You say it daily, too. I do. And you occasionally show up on time, Emilio's wife. But I gotta say, even though you have a lot of demerits for being tardy, you do make it on a regular, if not daily basis. Yeah, I do talk about it daily because that's the most important thing. That's why this channel exists. When it comes to this AI stuff, even though we're in a weird wrinkle of what I feel is AI malaise, where stuff's still going on, stuff's still dropping, but there's kind of this weirdness, and all of the AI doomers are like, see, I told you they didn't have anything. And then Mira Murati, the CTO of OpenAI, got on some interview and said, yeah, we don't really have anything much better than what you're playing with. You think that's true? I don't buy that. I just don't. We're playing with a thing. I don't know. Like we still don't have real-time voice. I don't know what's holding them up. Maybe they don't have anything. Maybe that's it. Maybe OpenAI shot their wad. That's it. We're done. But I just don't buy it, people. You can make money with ChatGPT. I sometimes show up on time. Exactly. I've converted 4 people to ChatGPT this week. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. For me, AI is a blessing. I think, honestly, Eye on China, I think that my experience with this stuff is that the people that actually give it a shot, the people that actually play first and just start exploring and figuring this thing out and then start to build stuff with it as they start to learn it and then start to tell other people about it, it is a gift. It's incredibly empowering technology. Incredibly empowering. Interesting how power consumption may limit growth. Yeah, I don't disagree, Pete, but there's all sorts of really interesting things coming, right? So there could be advances in energy generation, fusion, whatever it might be. There could be advances in material science to make more efficient batteries or more efficient transmission lines that make energy use more, more efficient, so we can use more of the power we produce. So those things could happen. I also heard a really fascinating thing that I have never really thought at a core infrastructure level before, but where the electricity is generated is not where it's used. So they generate it at these big hydroelectric dams and at coal-fired power plants that are way outside of the city. And they make all the electricity there, and then they send it over these very inefficient wires to substations, right? So there's all this loss in that. And where the real power is used by AI and machine learning is in the training. The inference is pricey, but it's not nearly as pricey as the training. So what a lot of these, like what Elon's talking about, creating this gigafactory for data, they're gonna start making these gigafactories right next to the source of the electricity. Because all it has to be is a giant fucking building next to the electricity. You don't need to beam it all the way to the city just to burn out the thing. So there's all sorts of infrastructure things that could improve improve the yield of even the electricity that we're already producing. But yeah, it's wild. It's wild that that's the new bottleneck. So it's just crazy. It's crazy, people. I also saw that George Hotz today. If you don't know George Hotz is this brilliant engineer in San Francisco. When I think he was 15, he stripped down an iPhone. He was the first person to strip down an iPhone outside of Apple. And maybe he was the first one to jailbreak it, but I think he was the first one to actually disassemble it and figure out what the fuck was in it. He did that when he was 15. And then he's done a bunch of really interesting startups, and one of his recent ones was, what's it called? Is it Comma? I forget what it's called, but it's basically a self-driving add-on that you can add to, some specific models of cars. And how was he doing it? Not with LiDAR. He was doing it with cameras, right? And what Elon Musk just went to with full self-driving is basically the approach that Hotz was talking about 5 or 6 years ago. So he's a pretty brilliant guy. So he's now got a new company called Tiny Corp, and they're putting together these, I think they're called Tiny Rack, Tiny Box, Tiny something. But it's basically a standalone PC that I think has 4 H100s in it. H100s, I don't know, some big ass GPU. So that you can do your own training, and it's basically an AI box. But he didn't want to use NVIDIA chips. He wanted to use AMD chips, but AMD's software sucks and is basically not usable. It crashes all the time. So apparently today he wrote some sort of weird ass translator to translate NVIDIA math into AMD chips. So you can now use AMD GPUs where historically you could only use NVIDIA GPUs because of the software bottleneck. So that could change things. So I don't know. I got nothing here. I got no answers for you on what the real bottlenecks are. The Apple deal is going to be a big step in mainstreaming AI. Yeah, I would agree with that. It looks like, this is interesting, Apple's payment to OpenAI for ChatGPT being incorporated into iOS 18 is that they give OpenAI free distribution. You're like, wait, what? They're not paying them? They're paying them in distribution. But Google pays them, I think it's $20 billion a year. I think that's right. Hang on, let me go search for that. How much does Google pay Apple to be default search? Yeah, $20 billion. So Google pays Apple $20 billion just to be the default search. And Apple just gave ChatGPT default position on any AI that's fancier than their small models that are native to the device. Or native to their little, they've got their device cloud combo thing there. But anything that's fancier than that goes to OpenAI, and they're doing that for free. So I guess it's kind of like a $20 billion investment. These companies, they're so big, man. It's like 1 billion customers. Yeah, 1 billion customers are going to get access for free to ChatGPT 4. And then if you pay for it, you'll be able to use all your features. So, yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. Here in Texas, we have 2 electric bills, one for the energy and the other for the delivery of it. Yep. What do they call it? The transport fees or whatever it's called. It's got some weird ass name. Amelia's wife, I love it. Seems like we're all finally being sought out. That's great. Do you think AI will be sold like electricity or internet data in the near future? Meaning, will it be sold like a utility? It's possible. If at some point, does XAI, OpenAI, Meta, Apple, Anthropic, do they all keep competing? Or does the value of generative AI, is it so high that the government wants to distribute it? I don't know. I can't imagine that these companies are making any money. Our $20 a month. I mean, I think from what I understand, OpenAI makes their money selling API access to corporations. Our $20 a month doesn't scratch the surface of what we cost them. We are some expensive motherfuckers. Competition breeds advancement. Yep. And by distribute, you mean regulate like a utility. Yeah, exactly. When does the bubble pop? So, who, When does the bubble pop presumes that we're in a bubble? I would argue that we're not. Having been through this in the mid '90s with the World Wide Web, as frothy and excited as people got about the World Wide Web in 1995 and 1996 and like half of 1997, the real insanity came when the tools got good and the infrastructure got good. And I would argue that right now AI is not good enough and it doesn't have enough penetration that it's got it doesn't have that kind of frothiness to it yet, as crazy as that sounds. So I don't think we're in a bubble. So I don't. If 47% of people haven't even heard of ChatGPT, the party hasn't even started. So this fall, when Apple rolls out iOS 18 and 1 billion people start using AI and start using ChatGPT and start to get their head around it, and that number of 47 never heard of ChatGPT drops to 5 or 10%, and the people that use ChatGPT regularly, use AI regularly, when it goes from like the 4 or 5% it's at now up to 20, 30, 40%, then you'll start to see a lot more froth, you'll start to see a lot more investment, and you'll start to see a lot of stupid startups get funded. At least that's what happened in the World Wide Web days. So how did you position agency.com to be primed for the froth? Well, we really didn't. We just kept our heads down and did the work. But the froth came. So what it looked like for us is so we started early enough that when we got one Fortune 500 company, they told someone else, and then we got a second one, and then we got a third one, and then we got a fourth one, and then we got a fifth one in about a 3-month period. It was fucking bonkers. We got the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue website. Then we got Timing Consumer Marketing. Then we got GTE, which is a telephone company. Then we got Hitachi. Then we got American Express Student. Then we got MetLife. This is all within 3-4 months. And then the night before the pitch for General Electric, we backed out of the pitch because it was like 4 a.m. and my partner Chan came into my office. He goes, "Hey Kyle, could you whip up a little something about the future of the internet for this GE pitch?" And I was like, "Sure." And so I start writing it, and as I'm writing it, what pops into my head is, if you write this, we're gonna win the account. And it wasn't that I was writing anything particularly good. It was just that we were so early that there was really no competition. Like, if you could spell HTML, you'd get hired. And we had just won these 6 major fucking accounts, and the GE thing was a $10 million account. So we backed out of it. So I went back over to Chan's office. I said, "Chan, if we pitch this, we're going to win it." And I said, "We can't handle it if we win it." So we backed out. Harvard Business School actually wrote a case study on that decision, that moment. So anyway, that was the early days. Super early days was just get the work. And then it was just hiring and growing. And we had some big pitches and big wins in there. Like, we won the British Airways account. We were the first American company to win the British Airways business for anything that big, for a major initiative like that. And all of that stuff was happening before the froth. But what happened was kind of in the middle of 1997. So we started agency.com the end of 94. So we had 95, 96, 90, half of 97. So we had like 2.5, 3 years where it was kind of like it is now. People in the know knew about it. They knew how big a deal it was. They knew what was coming. And then all of a sudden it just got enough coverage. It was on the Today Show. It was on magazines. It just sort of rose up into the zeitgeist enough that everyone started talking about it. And from the middle of 97 to the end of 99, it was just fucking chaos. And there was all this money being dumped in and all these companies being funded. I had, in a 1 month period in, I think it was 97, like the fall of 97, in 1 month, I had 3 employees walk into my office and quit because their internet, they were like out to dinner with someone and they said, oh, I've got an idea for an internet company. And they said it and their idea got funded for $10 or $20 million. I had 3 employees quit because they got funded for either $10 or $20 million. That's fucking froth, right? And that was 97. Then we had 98. You had Pets.com, the fucking sock puppet, chimpanzee, monkey dude. And just everyone lost their shit. And what it was there were people coming into the internet space that only had money and had no idea what the internet was or what it was about. It didn't matter. If it was a .com, we'll fund it. And so just a bunch of shit got funded that should have never been funded. We're not there yet with this AI stuff. Now, you could argue that companies like OpenAI raising $13 billion or Elon Musk raising $8 billion on an $18 billion valuation for Grok, you could argue that that's representative of it. But there you've got big companies making big bets that this is going to be infrastructure level, competitive advantage. What we're not seeing yet is stupid companies being funded underneath those frontier model companies. And I think we will. But I think we've got to have much more penetration than we've got right now. Nobody fucking knows about this. You show up here, you show up to the AI Learning Lab, and we're here nightly talking about, holy shit, it's going to change everything. Woo! Have you ever tried to talk about this at a diner? Nobody cares. Or worse, they're pissed off about it. Oh, you're doing that AI stuff? My wife's whole art community. AI art? Until that stuff starts to trickle away. And you know when that stuff's going to start to trickle away? When iOS 18 comes out and Sally can take the little picture of her friend Betty and click on it and say, oh, thank you very much for the TikTok hat. If Sally can click on Betty's picture and say, turn Betty into a little troll, a bridge troll, and then send Betty the picture of herself as a bridge troll, they'll have a good laugh about it. And then they'll go, oh, that was AI. Yeah, that AI stuff's not too bad. I mean, it's kind of cute. I kind of like AI now. I hated it for the longest time, but now I kind of like it. When we start seeing that, then I think we'll start to see the froth. But we ain't even begun. We ain't begun. I got told I was in the league with the devil. Yeah, there you go, Lunastick. Yeah. Yeah, because people are somehow equating science with, not religion. And logic with whatever. I'm so exhausted by the anti-science bent. I'll tell you what, when AI cures their cancer, Well, now you're just acting like God curing cancer. No, you know what? Let's just fucking cure cancer, shall we? If we can cure it, why don't we go ahead and do that? And then right behind cancer, let's do Lyme disease. Thank you. My family would appreciate it. Champy's pissed. Champy's pissed. In cahoots with the devil. I'll show you the devil. Have you seen Matt Berman breakdown of the manifesto of the guy that OpenAI fired? No, I have not. What's his manifesto say? Oh, the one that says we're going to have AGI in 3 years, that one? Or ASI? I don't know what he said. I saw headlines. I didn't read it, and I didn't watch the breakdown. Let me go see what... Is someone out there? Champy, what are you barking at? What are you barking at? What are you barking at? Dang dog! That dang dog. Have you had a chance to check out Luma AI Dream Machine yet? Yeah, we checked it out last night. I can go... Let's go drop... Actually, I like this image. Let's go drop this image into... Let's see. Is this... I think we need to crop this bad boy, don't we? Crop! Crop it. 16 by 9. Well, that's a drag. Oh, you know what we can do? Here, we'll do a couple of things here. I'll show you if you haven't seen it yet. How do I undo that original? There we go. Okay, let me export this. Export one photo. We're going to call it the train photo. The photos export thing, by the way, is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Oh, and by the way, I got access to a tool called Sparkle because I mouthed off to the guy that made it. I think was it Dan Shipper? I don't know, it was someone. And I said, oh, my community would like that. And what it is it's a file organizing thing. But it's not really soft. It doesn't really have an interface. You basically just give it access to your desktop folder, your downloads folder, your documents folder, and then it does AI file organization for you. It throws shit into folders and things like that. I haven't really looked at what it did, but I do notice that my desktop folder is not the fucking ADD nightmare that it normally is. Anyway, okay. Now we're going to go to Photoshop. Photoshop. Hello, photo. Why does he sing like that? That's very annoying. You know, this channel is kind of like an ASMR channel, except instead of relaxing you or getting you all fired up, it just annoys you. Ideogram has dark mode now. Okay, awesome, fantastic. Fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. All right, so what we're going to do here, we're going to go to a 16 by 9 ratio. We're going to go zap, and we're going to go zwap. I guess we'll do it like that. We'll do it like that. Now, if you haven't seen this, I am in Photoshop, and I'm selecting the little area to the left, and then I'm going to do generative fill, and I'm not even going to put a quote. Like, you can put in text in there. Why doesn't anyone care? About what? About generative fill? So now I'm going to fill this, and it'll extend my little train. Adobe walking back their announcement from yesterday. Yeah, I know. Just people didn't fucking understand that. It drives me crazy when people that don't understand the law pretend to understand the law. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, those are all bad. Let me try it again. Generate. Please check your connection and try again. Did I lose you all? Generate. All right, now we're going. You can now use generative fill in Lightroom directly now. That's pretty cool. What the hell is going on? Why is it not working? All right, so here's what we're going to do. I got an idea. Okay, we're going to take that. And we're going to go ahead, and we're going to ahead, and we're going to, oops. We're going to add, and ahead. Just hang on, people. Just, I'm going back to my desktop publishing days. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Paste. And then move this up here. There we go. Look at that. Look at that, people. See what I did there? Patting myself on the back for some basic Photoshop skills. Oh, it's comedy. Comedy. All right, great. Beautiful. Fantastic. Bob, tell him what he's won. All right, so that's good. Now let's go over here and do the same thing. We're going to picture bank, and then we go generative fill. Bang. Generate. Let's see if we can do this one without fucking it up. Yeah, it's that was not good. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. All right, people. Let's see. I think I'll just put the letter B in quote marks. By the way, where I'm headed with this, people, like, what is he doing? Is I just wanted a 16:9 image so we could go over to Luma Labs and make some stuff. Okay, that's bad. Well, that's kind of cool, actually, isn't it? How did I get rid of that one? That's actually kind of interesting. All right, let's flatten this. Let's flatten this bad boy out. Let's go make some weirdness. All right. So we're gonna export this. Quick export is PNG. And go lab train to the desktop. All right, now we are headed over to. Hang on, peoples. What's going on, people? Luma AI Tutor. Luma Dream Machine. Okay. So this thing, if you haven't seen it, is kind of like Runway ML, where you can do image to video or text to video. Some people are calling this the Sora killer. This is not the Sora killer. It's not doing the same thing as Sora. It's not even close. We don't have Sora, so this is 1,000 times better than Sora, because Sora doesn't actually fucking exist, right? Or it hasn't been released. 6 people have used it. What's his name? Demi Moore's ex-husband, dude. Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher's used Sora. This is our toy. So this is what we get to play with. So this is this. So I'm going to upload that picture we just made of the train, La Train. And that's it. And then I'm going to go, let's see, train rolls by as mysterious man. Let's try fills the frame. Let's see if we can get some fucking weirdness. All right? So, what... As of yesterday, this site was really slow. I don't know if they've, gotten $1 billion investment so that people can use it, but we'll see. What was this one called again? Oh yeah, sorry about that. This is lumalabs.ai. It's called Dream Machine, but the URL is lumalabs.ai. And it's free. Irregulars, Kyle. All right. Oh, that's the dude from. Is that the new dude from that's on the board of OpenAI? Is that what that's in reference to? Generative Phil. Nice one, Daisy. That's really good. You're gonna win. Oh, these are cute. AI Learning Lab game show, 70s game show. Musician's biggest threat. Rick Beato's an American treasure. Listen to his commentary on AI. I haven't seen that one yet. I like Rick a lot. Sperm count. That's pretty good. Pretty good, Mr. IT. AI Learning Lab, nice. Dolly, AI Learning Lab camp is in session. I couldn't remember what we called it last night. I was going to put the name of the live as whatever we called it, but I couldn't remember it. I should have come in here. Toasted turtle. Ooh, nice. Badass. Stable Diffusion 3. Still a little weird, Stable Diffusion 3. I saw someone today on Twitter said Stable Diffusion 3 is a big pile of garbage. Those are pretty nice. What's this? Oh, Mary cut class to go see Todd Rundgren. Nice, beautiful. Embrace the jank. It's Embrace the Jank!
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Welcome to Embrace the Jank, the wacky game show where contestants vie to get AI to do something resembling what they wanted to do. Poll is live for Anti-Bubbles. All right, what's the poll? So, over in that top corner, there's a minute left. Does Kyle use different voices in team meetings? A, I'm sure he does. No, he keeps it pro. C, I like to think he does. Okay, there you go. Am I doing like Sal? Hey, Barb, listen, yeah. Hey, could we go on ahead and calm down now? Yeah, listen. Do I do that kind of thing in my professional meetings with pharmaceutical companies? Great question, great poll. Let's see what you have to say. So what do you think about businesses telling employees not to use ChatGPT? I think they're absolutely asinine. There's a handful of companies right now who basically cut deals. I think, was it Accenture or... I don't think it was Deloitte. All right, 72% think I use wacky voices. 9% think I keep it pro. And then, 18% probably assume I'm pro, but like to think that I use wacky voices. Now, I keep it pretty pro. Here's the deal. I think that companies right now if they have not, at a minimum, put together an AI council, they are tragically missing the boat. It's funny, I talked to someone today who runs an agency, And he said, hey, Kyle, a couple of months ago, you said I should probably consider shifting away from a time and materials model. He goes, yeah, I think I'm going to need to start shifting away from a time and materials model. Like, how would you approach that? And like, we talked about it for a bit. And one of the things I told him was, and he's got a relatively small agency. It's probably 30 or 40 people, maybe 50. And what I said was, why don't you take 3 really smart people and tell them that you'll pay them for the next 3 months or 6 months, and their job is to figure out how to use AI to put your company out of business. Why not have 3 people within your company figure out how to disrupt your company? And don't interfere, don't micromanage them. Their only imperative is figure out how to put us out of business. Attack the business model, attack the product, attack the customer base. Go for it. And he's like, oh, that's really interesting. Because a couple of things happen. If they try to do it and AI isn't ready for prime time, you've learned that. If they try to do it and they're successful, well, now you've got your new business model, and it's probably a hell of a lot more efficient and a hell of a lot more profitable. And what will likely happen is some hybrid between the two, where there'll be some things that group comes up with that you're like, holy shit, we can change our pricing, we can change this part of our product, da 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 da. And rather than laying people off and doing the same amount of work, why don't we try to retain the staff we have and do 5 or 10 or 20 times the work that we've done historically? Ooh, I thought about that with my brother, who's a retail genius. I want to AI him. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, learn what he does. Like, I honest to God, it's like if you take the expertise of someone like your brother, Lori, who's got 10, 20, 30 years of experience in retail, like they know it fucking cold. If they can dick around, do the play first thing with AI. Play first. I don't know if you all have seen this, but at the AI Salon. So if you go to the salon.ai and click on the first link that says AI Salon Community, it's going to drop you here. We actually changed the motto of the AI Salon to play first. AI Salon, play first. And we've got this journey. And the journey is play first, mindfully create, generously lead. If your brother, with all of his retail expertise, can just start playing with AI, not like he's got to think about reinventing retail. No, just go play with AI. Play with ChatGPT. Go make some songs. Go make pictures. Go make videos. Just go fuck around. And then as he starts to get his head around it, then he can move into this next phase of mindfully creating, like building stuff, or thinking like, oh, what if I created a GPT that did this or that? Something for retail that he knows is ripe for disruption. And then as he starts to build that, he starts putting it out in the world. Hey, I'm this retail guy. I got my head around AI, and I'm rethinking everything about retail and how we reinvent it or whatever it might be, right? That little journey with someone who's got deep market expertise like that, I think is going to just be, like, the opportunity for someone like that is fucking massive. I built Excel workbooks with ChatGPT, and my boss completely ignored completely ignored that it's not, and my boss completely ignored that it's not allowed. Exactly, because it's functional. Now, if you're putting things in those Excel workbooks and it's calling things out to OpenAI and it's sensitive company information, you could be at risk there. You might want to be careful with that. But yeah, companies are going to need to get people literate. I think what companies really need to do is put together AI councils, support people to use ChatGPT to reinvent their roles, come up with more efficient ways to do things, sponsor it, and then roll out across the company with training. Train people how to use these tools. It's not intuitive what they do. 3 Miles Storage. My company will have AI in the center of everything, and everything will be spokes feeding off the AI center. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Because all the data can get dumped into that center, recombobulated, turn it into marketing stuff, turn it into reports, turn it into profit planning sessions, turn it into strategies, right? Exactly. Take it out to the world. Kyle, comment lightning round in the mod channel from the top of the show. Oh, cool. Oh, this is great. Missed comments from the monologue. Why doesn't anyone care about AI in general? I have a thought on that. Being a creative, I get tons of AI hate when I bring it up. Yep. So Lord John Ray, just keep bringing it up and just keep having empathy for people that hate it and are giving you shade. The shadow, I think companies are not putting resources into at least exploring AI are dumb. Yep, I am right there with you. My company highly encourages us to use AI. Lucky for us to chill. We can record all of his conversations. Yep. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. I talked to a AAA guy today, and he got it. I was surprised. Nice. People will change when they come over to their rich friend's house with the AI bot doing the dishes. Yeah. I think, what did Elon Musk say? They're going to have 2,000. Was it 2,000? 2,000 or 20,000? Humanoid robots working at Tesla by the end of the year. I think it's 2,000 by the end of the year. And then he said maybe 20,000 or something like that. But yeah, the humanoid, and then he said things are going to really accelerate then. So if they got 2,000 humanoid robots working, 20-hour shifts and getting better and better and better, and then starting to build more bots, like that's going to start accelerating. Watercolor community is losing their shit about AI. Are you getting the free app that came with the R1? I don't know. What is the free app that came with the R1? Okay. Why doesn't anyone care about AI? Okay, here's why. How to approach large homeschooled family with kids from preschool through high school. Don't try to sell them AI. Don't try to sell them AI. Okay. Here's why nobody cares about AI, I think. How long have you been hearing about AI and machine learning? It's a long time. It's 15, 20, depending on how much you're paying attention, 30 years. We've heard about AI chatbots for the past 10 years. Oh, these AI chatbots are amazing. AI chatbots are amazing. AI chatbots are amazing. And then we would go use the AI chatbots and they sucked. But AI is in almost everything we use. It's in Netflix. It's in all of the Google. It's in all of the, it's everywhere. But it's an enterprise level integration where they had to spend hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars to build these AI systems to make you be able to have your playlist on Netflix. So who did that? Scientists, data scientists, engineers, mathematicians, right? And so we always hear, there's all this AI and it's really hard. It's mathematicians did it. And we've got the smartest mathematicians in all of the land. You should see our mathematicians. Some of them have PhDs, some of them have PHQs. It's the next level up. They got all the letters. They have from like A, not just PhD, A, B, C, D. They go all the way to Z. We got all the mathematicians. They went to Stanford. They went to MIT. They went to Harvard. So that's what we've heard about. We got Peyton here. Pate's got a PhD. He works at the Google. Why'd they hire him? Because he's good with the maths. So for decades, what we've been told is, if you want to be good at AI, you damn well better have a brain big enough to go to Stanford or work at Google. And so I think the reason most people don't care about it is they're like, I just run a flower shop over here. Excel makes my head hurt. Someone asked me to do a formula in Excel and I didn't like it. Right? I'm a copywriter. Sorry, not a math head. So I think there is just a massive misconception about what we're talking about when we go, AI is really cool. No. AI is really cool, and if you want to go build AI shit, you have to be a mathematician and an engineer. What we're talking about, and what we talk about in this channel, is generative AI. And I would argue it's generative AI post ChatGPT. November 30th, 2022. That wasn't that long ago. What was that? Year and a half? Year and a half ago. Is that right? Yeah. 23? Yeah, 24. Year and a half ago, year and 8 months ago, this thing comes out called ChatGPT that takes all the mathy shit and buries it. You don't have to be a mathematician. You can just be like a guy or a gal who runs a flower shop, who teaches people how to do self-storage management. Did Jim Ross go back to Stanford for evening probability classes? No. He started hanging out here, and when I would babble on about making GPTs, he's like, I'll go make one. I'm like, oh, you can make songs now. He's like, I'll go make a song. And then what did he learn along the way? Just dicking around with that. Oh, this can write marketing copy for me. Oh, I can really quickly iterate Facebook ads, and this will teach me how to test them, and I can put that out there. And now all of a sudden I'm becoming a content generator, and people are coming to me and asking me to do stuff in my business because I'm doing all of these things powered by AI. Jim's not trying to use AI. Jim's not doing this.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
What Jim's doing is Jim's trying to run his fucking business using AI. But that flip is really important. It's not, what can I do with AI for my storage business? It's, here's something I'm trying to do with my storage business. How can I use AI to do that thing? Be like Jim. Yes, exactly, Danielle. Most of the people, like I would argue, like this has got to be in the high 90s. It's got to be in the high 90 percentile. Everyone that I have interacted with, and I interact with a lot of people about this AI shit. Anyone that I've interacted with that is angry about it or afraid of it or dismissive of it hasn't even tried it. Why I want people to generously lead? What generously leading looks like is not like, you should use AI because it's super cool. What generously leading looks like is what Emilio's wife and what Source Camp do when someone says, hey, what's this AI stuff about? Oh, I can show you. You want me to show you some things? And like, and she's got like this little script of parlor tricks that start small and get bigger. And instead of just doing something that blows someone's mind, like, hey, look at my avatar that looks kind of like me but super creepy, that's going to totally intimidate you and scare you of the future. Instead of doing that, what they're doing is saying, hey, look, it could write headlines for your... Weren't you trying to do something with Facebook the other day? Oh, yeah, we're trying to come up with some ad concepts. And, oh, yeah, what's your business about again? Let me put that in there. Here's some headlines. What do you think of those? Oh, it can do that. It can write headlines? That's... But they're probably not any good, are they? Let me just read them. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, we came up with one just like that. Oh, it can do that? Yeah. And then here's another thing, and then here's another thing, and then here's another thing. Guiding them along. Because I don't know that I know anyone who has actually tried this shit and still been like, nah, I fucking hate it. So I think why people don't know about it is that they're actively ignoring it. Hollywood told them that the robots were going to kill them. Everyone's saying it's stealing from the artist. Stealing from artists is bad. We know that. Right? The world's greatest plagiarism machine. Who was it? Noam Chomsky that said that? You got people like Noam Chomsky. That's the world's greatest plagiarism machine. Perfect soundbite. So if you want to be afraid of AI, if you want to be pissed off about AI, there's great soundbites out there. Be like Noam. World's greatest plagiarism machine. We've got an AI strategy. We use AI detectors so that if anyone in our company uses it, we show them the door. I mean, I honest to God can't understand. As a business owner, I cannot for the life of me understand why you wouldn't want to at least learn about this thing. Like, it's the most powerful computational advancement kind of since computers showed up. Sorry, Pate, I'm going to use the word. It's mathemagical. Mathematicians have figured out a way to essentially distill as much knowledge of human contribution that was put onto the public internet as they could get their grubby little hands on, and they've distilled it into this black box, this thing, that's like full of all the knowledge that you can just talk to. You can just ask it. How does quantum mechanics work? Here it is. Has anyone solved the three-body problem? Here it is. Who's Walter Russell? And so you've got what looks like it's going to be the pinnacle of human achievement, accessible to anyone who wants to play with it. It's now free. ChatGPT is now free for everyone. Their most powerful model, free for everyone. As a business, why would you not want to know what the fuck it is? It's astounding to me. It's just baffling. You tried to create an image with the free version yet? Oh, you can't make images with it. I don't think. Have they fixed that? I doubt it. OpenAI, they kind of half-assed launched the free version, and then they got in trouble with Scarlett Johansson, and I think they just went off in a corner with their lawyers. And hang on, let me go to ChatGPT. Let me log in. Why? Oh, because it's... oh, I don't need to. Copy password. Olympics are coming up. All right, let's see. Can we make an image? Make me an image of a turtle. I like turtles. Analyzing. Nope, still can't do it. All right, well, whatever. Have you talked about Apple Intelligence yet? What's your opinion? Good question. It's free, and wait, if it's free, are there still subscriptions? Yes. It's not, so, okay. So ChatGPT is free. The free version is limited. The paid version, you get more of it. You can use it longer. And it's got some features like the ability to make images and the ability to do more sophisticated charting and graphing with its data analytics thing. Kyle was staying in character of the OpenAI people when he continued. Hang on, let me. Okay, have I talked about Apple Intelligence yet? So my thoughts on Apple Intelligence. Okay. The thing that strikes me most about the Apple Intelligence announcement is that everyone got it fucking wrong. That one of the things Apple is really good at is not letting their state secrets leak. Because everyone had assumed that, oh, Apple hasn't figured out AI, and so OpenAI is going to be behind all of Apple OpenAI, or all of Apple Intelligence. And it's not the case. What Apple did is focused on small language models, not large language models. And they focused on small language models for a couple of reasons. One, so that a lot of the AI processing could be done locally on the device. So, in order to use the new Apple Intelligence, you need an M1 or higher Mac or iPad, and you need an iPhone 15 Pro or higher. 15 is the latest model, right? So it's like you need, and most people right now are on iPhone 11 to 13. I'm on a 14, of course. I'm like one fucking iteration behind. But so if you want to use the cool new toys, you have to buy the cool new hardware, which they're a hardware company. That makes sense. I'm trying to think where to talk first. They're focusing on the small language models to do most of the processing that you do with AI. You don't need GPT-4 Omni capabilities to do. Like if you just want to say, hey, let my wife know I might be late for dinner, it can write a little note that says, hey, honey, I'll be late for dinner, and send a text message without having to fire off a really expensive large language model. So that's pretty smart. Then, also in typical Apple fashion, they're not talking about the technology. They're not talking about AI is cool and it's got this many MIPA flops and this many Tera twits and it works on TensorFlow, Apple Silicon. They're not talking about the hardware. They're talking about what it does for people. Like one of the ones that struck me was one of the cheesy presenters. I feel like their presentation style does deserve the trolling that it's getting. Because it's so game show cheesy, but whatever. But one of the guys said, you know how when someone sends you something and you can't remember, was that an email or was it a text or was it a this? Yeah, Apple Intelligence, you can just say, hey, I know Jim sent me something on how he used AI music for his storage business. It will fucking go, it knows, it's got contextual awareness, I think they called it. It's got contextual awareness of you and who you are and what you do. And it's doing a lot of that processing locally. So the other thing they did was they took privacy really seriously. But because it knows about you, it can go find the note that Jim sent. Okay, that's fucking brilliant. Do you know how many times a day I'm like, wait, was that a Slack message? Who sent that? Did Monique send that or did Larissa send that? Oh God, my head hurts, right? If nothing else, if AI can just take that headache out of my day, it frees up some brain cells to do other work. So I thought that was pretty brilliant. Stupid shit like Memoji, people will probably use but kind of forget about, like all the other stuff that they use. Like it'll just become kind of normalized. I think the one thing that they did with the generative images where you can take one of your friends or your family's picture and turn them into a superhero, I think that's like primo. Like people will use that and they will use AI and they will talk about it. Oh, that's so cool. That AI stuff's so cool. Look at this picture I made of you. I put your head on a dog's body. Right? So I think that is going to get some people over the hump. The other thing that they announced is that on the second day, they announced that their 3 billion parameter model is very close to GPT-4 benchmarks, which is 1.8 trillion. So a significantly smaller model, they're getting really good results from. So that was impressive. And then it was funny. People kind of mocked them they talked about this private AI cloud or whatever the fuck it was. I forget what they called it. And people were like, well, don't they just call that iCloud? No, this is a completely different thing. It is a private AI inference engine. That what happens is your phone or your device, your Mac or your iPad or your phone, when you do something with AI, it says, can I process it locally on the device? And if not, then it goes to this private cloud and it only sends whatever data it needs to send to be processed in the cloud. It doesn't send everything. It just sends the most discrete amount of data up to the cloud. Apple doesn't have access to the data that goes to the cloud. Nobody does. And it's verifiable by a third party, and it's all running on Apple Silicon. So they've got some very significant technological innovations that they didn't really talk about, that are just kind of hidden underneath, we take privacy seriously. And we try to process things locally, and if we can't, we just send little bits of it up to the cloud. We don't have access to it, and third parties can verify it. So come at us. Ballsy and really, really innovative. And then the OpenAI thing, is fucking fascinating. Everyone thought it was going to be Sam Altman on stage. I thought Sam Altman was going to be on stage. You know, OpenAI, powers everything Apple because we couldn't get our shit together. Nope. They just have a system smart enough now to go, if I just need to process it locally, I'm going to process it locally. If I need a little more horsepower, I go up to this private cloud. And then if I determine that it actually makes more sense to send it to ChatGPT 4 because I need like a real large language model, then it pops up a little dialog box that says this request is best used on an outside system called ChatGPT. Are you cool with that? And if you're cool with that, then it sends your data over to OpenAI. And OpenAI claims they're not going to train on any of that data, but they don't have a good reputation for privacy and consistency on that front. So anyway, I think the Apple AI thing is quite significant. I think it's the most significant thing they've announced in probably a decade. I think the technology behind Vision Pro was incredibly impressive, but I think the big announcement for Vision Pro is the third version of the hardware, so I think we've got 3 more years for that. I think this was a very substantial announcement. And I think it's going to make a huge difference for adoption. So anyway, hope that answers the question. Soon Better will be available, but they started this left turn a bit late. Well, I don't know, Stephen. Apple is never a leader. What Apple does is Apple sits back and watches. They did it with smartphones. They did it with music players. They just sit back and they watch. They watched Zuckerberg spend fucking billions on the metaverse. They watched him rename his fucking company after the metaverse. They spent 9 years and 5,000 patents making the Vision Pro goggles. 5,000 patents over 9 years are in those stupid fucking ski goggles. They sat back and they did what Apple does really good. They said, hey, we got these things too. Anyway, let us tell you about them. We're not going to use the term metaverse once when we roll these things out. We're not going to use the term virtual reality ever. What we're going to do is we're going to create an entirely new category called spatial computing. And what it's really about is your world, like your desk, which has a little monitor on it. And what if you could put up a big monitor on it? Oh, okay, I like that. I'd like a big monitor. And what if you could put up 6 big monitors? Ah, that's kind of cool. And what if those 6 monitors had all your favorite sporting games on it, and then when you turn this way, that was work, and when you turn this way, that was your, art project. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's spatial computing. Oh, and by the way, we have this little dial where you can dial out your reality and dial up the Himalayas. So you can be watching your 6 sports games on the top of Everest. Okay. That's the metaverse. That's virtual reality. They never called it that. Right? So even though they're late, how they came in with the AI stuff is similar to how they came in with spatial computing. Let us show you. Thanks all your research labs for your fantastic work. In fact, one of you, Sam, come on up. We're going to put you right in the operating system. You done good, boy. But let us show you how it's done for consumers. We're not going to call it AI. We're going to call it Apple Intelligence. It's like such a fucking ballsy good move, right? Smart move. And then we're going to define Apple Intelligence as this different thing. Oh, that was the other thing that I didn't talk about. That's the real big deal of Apple Intelligence. there's the sexy image generation and word editing stuff. They kind of started with that. You know AI, it can help you write shit and it can make pretty pictures. So they started with that. But then where they really went was, but what it can actually do is it can do stuff for you. So you can say, hey, write me an email, send it, find Bob and I some time, book that meeting we talked about and send Bob a text and an email because Bob forgets things. And then it glues together all those services through these things called app intents, which I think is really cool. And it takes actions on your behalf, knowing who you are, knowing all your stuff. So Apple launched autonomous agents. They didn't call them that. They're just like, if you want your phone to do shit, you just tell it to do shit. Hey Siri, suck less. Oh, there she is. You can go away now.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm just blown away by Luma AI, latest watercolor animation and irregulars. Holy cow. Oh yeah, let's go back to let's go. That's not bad. It's weird that we've got wheels in the middle of a train car, but like I feel like what Luma did was they went for like runway is really subtle motion, and Luma is not subtle. Luma's like, let's assume some shit moves here. And it's got decent awareness that tracks don't move and buildings don't move, but train cars do, and dudes do. So, there you go. Very cool. No, that's not. No, I know. This is what I just made. Mary. Let's go check out your thing. Yeah, amazing. It's a shame it kind of lost it's got a watercolorness here, and it loses that almost instantly. But I guess you wouldn't start it there, you'd start it there. Kind of takes it toward photorealism, but that's pretty slick. Pretty damn slick. I haven't played with Luma yet. Yeah, you should all go play with Luma. LumaLabs.ai. Which one did I... This is the one that I did that I like. First of all, I just love that car. That's a Midjourney car. It's a Midjourney mistake that's just fucking beautiful. That train should say justice for Silver Fox. Silver Fox, big meeting tomorrow. Good luck on the big meeting if you're still here. All right. Mary. I'm absolutely floored by it. Sora is useless. We can actually use this. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the thing is, this is free. Now, like all of these things, just understand that it's free now and it's not going to be. And so don't be one of the dipsticks that when they're like, hey, we got to charge you for this now, you're like, man, that sucks. We're supposed to use this for free, man. These things cost a lot of money. A lot of money. So this is going to cost money at some point, but right now it's free. So go make your damn vidges. Go make your damn vidges. Let's go to Midjourney and find another image or two. Oh, I like that vet. Oh, this is cool with the person. All right, let's upscale this bad boy. It's like a 73 and a half Mustang, sort of, with a lady walking around there. Let's grab that one. We'll upscale that. We'll grab that. Oh, these could be fun. Let's grab this one. This looks like one that's we're gonna upscale that one as well. This looks like one that's going to be an absolute travesty. Like, my prediction here is that both the woman and the dog morph into some strange other animal. And let's grab one of these things. These things are creepier than fuck. I think that one. That one? No, this one. Okay. We're going to upscale that one. Okay, so we're going to go grab 3 of these things. All right, we're going to download this. Ooh, that looks cool. That's a neat image. I like that image. We're going to download that bad boy. All right. All right there, you pooper scoopers. 78% complete with the dog picture. $94. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, Midjourney. 100%. Bang. All right, we're going to download that bad man pajama. And then we're going to download this as soon as it renders. Check my Luma video in video show and tell if you want nightmares. Okay, that we gotta see. Video show and tell. Video and animation. Luma is scary. Oops. Embrace the jank. Embrace the jank. Did we do that? We did that in Suno, right?
It's in our laws we find our way. In this world we thought was done. We thought we found the perfect sun, but algorithms have let us down and given us a sad, sad crowd. Embrace the jank, don't turn away. It's in the
Embrace the jank, don't turn away. All right, where was I? Let's go grab this. Did I download this? I don't think I did. I'm going to download that. All right, now we're going to go back over to Lumascape, or what is this? LumaLabs.ai. We're going to pop some pitches in there. We'll do that one. I'm going to do these without prompting. Can I? Oh, no, I got a prompt. Okay. Sun setting. Woman walking to car. All right. Boom. Embrace the jank. Embrace the jank. Come on. Upload. Soon already has it hooks in me now. Oh, I know. Windrider. And now Lumi, dramatic side. Yeah, I know. What's your name, sir? My name's Kyle Shannon. Oh, come on. Why are you taking so long? Because all you people are probably there doing stuff with it. It's your fault. Sorry about that, Wind Rider. Thanks for keeping me company while driving around Grand Junction. See you guys. Have fun in Grand Junction. My day has been shot now. I was supposed to be productive. Yeah, about that. There's a very good reason why we went with play first as the motto. That this is just where it is right now. These tools, because they're so novel, that what's coming is just so remarkable that if you don't really put yourself in the mindset that you can go play with this stuff, you're just gonna miss all the good toys, and you're gonna miss what's possible more than the good toys. I can't upload this. This is driving me crazy. Embrace the jank. Embrace the jank. Let me reload the page. Just see what it's doing. I think I want to upload her because she's great. Let's see. Oh, shit. I just typed in she. Well, that could be interesting. I have to make a new persona now as well. Yeah, making the personas thing. I'm going deep into the making the personas thing. There's a lot with the making the personas thing. I'm working with yeah, exactly, Joker. I'm working with Cindy Kuhn and HT from the AI Salon. We got a project we're stirring around. I'm really excited about. It's got to do with personas, or digital twins, as they say. God dang digital twins. Here, Kyle. Yeah, listen. I was out on the internet the other day and I saw your digital twin there. I like taters. Taters is tasty. La da 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 da. All right, I'll do these. I'll upload these 3 images. It looks like Luma's really slow right now, so we won't play with that anymore. Look, Vicky made me an ADD fidget. Thanks, Vicky, for the fidget. Look, I'm fidgeting. Go on. I have cheated. I have a persona that builds personas, which I think is fucking brilliant. Yeah, the persona building persona. Yeah, we were talking about that today because we were talking about how do you build the personas, and then part of what we want to do is come up with a framework, and then how do you populate the framework? Well, there's lots of ways to do it. And one way you can do it is let ChatGPT fucking figure it out. So I think that's what we're going to do. And if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, a digital twin is where you can make a ChatGPT that knows enough about you that it can act like you. So it can like answer questions, or it could take a point of view. Like, say there's a news article about something about AI, and you could say, hey, digital twin, what would Kyle think about this? And it'll just spit it out. And they're surprisingly good. They're surprisingly good. All right. It's custom made for Kyle, right, Vicky? No, you can. Vicky makes these things. Go follow Vicky's channel. So Vicky in here, her name's Vicky, Vikki. She's got a channel, and she shows all of the cool little dragons and monsters. She didn't send me a dragon. She sent me this. I didn't get a dragon, but you know what she did make me? A rabbit holder. Look, wait, you can't really see it. Where's the little? See the little rabbit dude? And then this holds my rabbit. My rabbit is in the other room over there. But you put the rabbit there, put it on the shelf. Because she knew that at some point the rabbit is going to end up right there. And actually, Apple pretty much killed the rabbit. Because their actions, if you look at what Apple did with those actions, they're delivering what Rabbit was calling the large action model, which isn't really actually a thing, from what I can tell. No way, Vicky made you a rabbit holder? Wow, amazing. I know, isn't that cool? So cool. What is that, 3D printing? Yeah, these are 3D printed. So Vicky's got a whole business where she'll 3D print stuff. We, when we were on our GPT making kick back in January, February, I think it was Danielle that did the first iced cookie, like Christmas cookie GPT that made cool cookies. And then Vicky, if you liked a set of cookies that the GPT made, she could make you cookie cutters to actually go make those cookies out of 3D printed stuff, which I thought was super cool. But yeah, she's got a whole 3D printing thing. You should go follow her. I got one too. Nice, awesome. Yeah, Vicky's 3D printing process is here on TikTok. Exactly. Ann Murphy's in the house. Ann Murphy doing all the fundraising all the time. You know how she's using AI?
You can make money with ChatGPT.
She's like, you want to make money? Come here. See this thing, this ChatGPT thing? Use this for all your fundraising. Well, why are you even thinking about it? AI is scary. Oh, it's not scary. You want to make money? Yes. Well, have this write a letter. Here, I made you a GPT. It'll write you a letter. Oh, okay. What do I have to do? Nothing. Just put the person's name. Oh, really? Yes. And that's how Ann talks. She's very aggressive. Very aggressive. People in the fundraising world, the nonprofit fundraising world, it's like an NPR radio show, and then Ann comes in and she's like, "Hey, let's go break some shit." I like it. I like it, people. What the hell was that? Haha, yep, had this conversation today at this conference. There you go. What are you guys sitting around for? You've got history's most powerful letter writing tool at your disposal. And you're going to be a conscientious objector because you're afraid to learn it? Really? You have an entire business predicated upon writing good letters and telling good stories. And you have the world's most powerful storytelling machine. And you're going to go on ahead and not use that? Is that where we're going? It's crazy. All right. Digital Gods. Oh, Digital Gods is still here. All right. What else? What else happening? So Perplexity is free for R1 owners. How can I get it? You had to be, Mr. IT, you had to be one of the first 100,000 Rabbit R1 buyers to get the free year of Perplexity. So find out what number you were, and then if you were in the top 100,000, you'll be eligible. And if not, not. I threw together a GPT that asks you questions, then gives you a prompt for a GPT twin. 3 out of 5 don't recommend. Yeah. They get it, though. The nonprofits are totally getting on board. You know, Anne, that's what SourceCamp has been saying, is that she's starting to see a shift. And before you got on, Emilio's wife said she just got offered a job because she was teaching someone GPT. I think we're starting to see... Remember we talked about there's going to be nothing. It's going to feel like you're shouting, at the ocean for a while. And then all of a sudden people are going to come around and go, I think I need to learn this AI stuff. I think we're in the middle of that transition right now. And Apple's gonna affect that. I think weirdly some of these music tools are gonna affect that. Because the music tools are kind of fun, and I think people are gonna start having fun with them. Play first. But yeah, I think the tide is starting to shift a little bit. It's going to be interesting to watch that 47% number where 47% of people haven't even heard of ChatGPT. I have a feeling that's going to go down pretty quickly through the end of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if we're down at like 25 by the end of the year. Did we get a Perplexity shortcut on the Mighty channel? I don't know. Possibly. Fundraising. Both my twin daughters work for a medical nonprofit. Oh, there you go. You two should connect. Awesome. Kavruno. No, everyone at work wants me to teach them how to. Yeah. See, Kavruno is one of those ones that was early that was like, hey, I know this AI shit. And everyone's like, ew, AI. Why don't you just go ahead and go to the other lunchroom? And then like 3 months later, they're like, you want to be like the VP of AI or something? Like, you want to go hang out with the executives? She's like, all right. I'm telling you, learn out loud. Learn out loud. Play first. Mindfully create. Generously lead. Follow that path to AI literacy. You can thank me later. Ba 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 ba. All right. You were third batch. You're probably in then. I think first batch was 10,000. I assume the first three batches were 10,000 each, so you should be in. So Mr. IT, go to their Discord. Go to Rabbit's Discord and just ask in the Discord. How do I get my Perplexity? You should get an email. I think I got an email. Just check your email for Perplexity and Rabbit, and maybe it'll show up. Ann Murphy, thanks for the idea for yet another AI persona. Hey, well, you know what's going to happen, Windrider? You think we're excited about all of these personas now? When GPT-4 real-time voice comes out, I think that Synthesia has already demoed their real-time talkie thing with the real-time voice. So when the real-time voice comes out, I think that our digital twins are going to go from things that you type to things that you kind of FaceTime with. So imagine being able to FaceTime with like a cartoon version of yourself that's a creative writing brainstormer. So you've got like the creative writing version of you, you've got the business consultant version of you, you've got all these different things, and then you use it first as a brainstorming tool. I think there's something there. That's going to be fun. I will get banned if that happens. Haven't gotten familiar with the structure sense of AI Salon. I'm not seeing Vicky and 3D occurring anywhere. Oh, sorry, not in the AI Salon, Antibubbles. Vicky's 3D stuff is here on TikTok. She's got a TikTok channel, so just subscribe to her here on TikTok. Or you can DM her on the AI Salon and she can give you a link. Or Vicky, if you want, you can just put a link in the irregulars. Thank you for the tappity taps. All right, I'm going to get out of here. They are interested, but so busy. Yeah, everyone's so busy. Anyone else just experiencing weird-ass business right now? Like, people like, yeah, we want to work together, and then, like, they ghost you for 2 months. Like, no, we're still interested, but, you know, budgets and stuff. Anyone else seeing that shit? Have a great night, Kyle. Thanks for killing my day. You're welcome. Sorry about that. Enjoy. Let's see, did this thing ever upload? No. I have a feeling. Let's see. She turns her head as the globe sways in the wind. Submit. Let's see if this actually uploads now. Tony Robbins wasted no time. He's pushing his AI business assistant, calling it GG. What's GG stand for? Oh, look, that went into the queue. Cool. Here, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm over on lumalabs.ai. So what's this? Oh, this is the dog jumps into the water as his mom watches with joy. All right, there's that one. Thanks, Kyle. I had a Kevin McAllister moment tonight. Awesome, Mary. I know. Okay, so this is really important. So Mary is one of the irregulars. She comes here all the time. She pays attention. She's here. She participates. We talk in here about having your AI Kevin McAllister moment, right, from Home Alone. That moment. The thing about AI is that you can have those Kevin McAllister moments over and over and over and over again. Like, just because I've been doing this for, more than a year, these nightly lives, I still on a regular basis will do something that just staggers me. The Suno song extension thing, it's funny, Udio was the really powerful tool that I was all excited about. And then they both added, you can record a little something and it'll base a song on that. Suno's implementation of that tool was so good. It blew me away. It took really shitty, janky versions of me just humming stupid shit, and it made it good. So I had a bit of a Kevin McAllister moment last night or the night before. But that's really cool. So that's just a testament to, you should just keep coming back to these things. Just keep coming back. All right. I know what you're saying. You're saying, Kyle, how can I support you? Follow the channel. Just follow. I don't know how you do that. I'm old. Doesn't matter. You can subscribe to the channel. That's actually direct support. Or you can buy the video series that's down there. Thank you very much, Forever Hooked. You can give gifts. But most importantly is just show up here. Just keep showing up. You're like, but Kyle, you don't really talk about anything, and sometimes you're kind of dumb. I know. Keep showing up. This isn't about me. I'm just the framework that all of us can use to stay in this conversation. Well, what conversation are you talking about? Now you're starting to sound like Tony Robbins. I took the forum. I know how to create a container. We're going to distinguish what's so from what we make it mean. No. No. Staying in the conversation just means, if you come here, even if you don't listen to a fucking word I say, if you just, fall asleep to me, but you're while I'm talking, you're off, making songs or making videos or figuring out some new thing in ChatGPT, or even just kind of surfing Twitter while I'm talking to see if there's anything new going on. All of that is going to serve all of us, because we're so early that by being in the conversation, when things actually start to shift, we're starting to see a shift of people that are in this community talking to people outside this community where the people outside this community are more interested now about this AI stuff than they have been for the past year. Like, that kind of stuff is why you stay in the conversation. The other thing you should do is join the AI Salon. So go to the salon.ai, go to that URL. The first link says AI Salon Community. Click on that. And then it's going to land you on a page called About the Salon. Read that page. It talks about what this community is all about. It talks about the journey you're going to go on, and it talks about our values. And this doesn't cost anything. This is free. There are people out there charging like $500 for their communities. This is a remarkable community. So go there, read about what we're about. If you dig what we're about, this is like, think of this as like a support group for people who've tested AI positive. And then the first thing that you should do in the community section off to the left, the first link there says introduce yourself. Click on that. And then introduce yourself. Use your real name, use your picture, and start to get to know people. Even if you're like, but Kyle, I don't know anything about AI, and all these people in the AI salon are all experts and they're all better than me. No, we all started out as clueless newbies. And now we're not newbies anymore, but everyone's still clueless. Everyone. I prove it here nightly. So be vulnerable, introduce yourself, and start getting connected in community, and start showing up here and being in the conversations. It's really important. How do you say your name? Yavinal. Oh, Yavinal. Why vinyl? You rule, man. I've been watching and doing stuff. Thank you. Awesome. That's the whole idea. Just play first. Watch. Osmosis it. Play. I'm AI positive. Kyle, the new AI teaser video. Wait, new OpenAI teaser video on their YouTube channel. Wait, what? YouTube. OpenAI. What you talking about, Willis? Videos. Which one is it, Brandon? I don't know what you're talking about. I think I'm being punked by Brandon. Sometimes the mods just like to fuck with me. The new Roleplay?
Hire for half the cost of a recruiter
Okay, it's the new Roleplay one. Okay.
with Upwork. Upwork helps bring in skills on a project basis that
Hey, so guess what? I've got a huge interview coming up, and I really would
this
love
is
your
great.
help preparing for it.
That's fantastic news. I'd be thrilled to help you get ready. What's the interview for, and how can we start preparing?
It's a software engineering role, and I was thinking you could do kind of a rapid fire mock interview. Maybe ask me 3 questions, and at the end, you can give me some feedback.
Great idea. Let's dive straight in. First question. Can you tell me about a challenging technical problem you solved in your previous projects and how you approached it?
Yeah, well, at my previous company, we were developing an app. Originally, it was on one platform. But then when we supported another platform, we had to find a way to synchronize the data across both platforms. So we had to build a synchronization engine to handle that. And we ended up open sourcing it, and it was useful for a lot of other projects.
That sounds like a really impactful project, especially since it went open source and benefited others. Now, for the second question. How do you typically approach learning a new programming language or technology?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the best way to learn any new technology is to just start using it, starting with small projects and building up from there. I think I've learned a lot that way.
Hands-on experience is definitely a solid approach.
It's amazing how quick
Now,
the response
for the
is.
third and final.
Go on.
Sure thing. How do you handle tight deadlines or pressure when working on a project?
I think the key there is prioritization. I think taking the time up front to be really clear about what's important and what can wait will make a big difference.
Absolutely. Prioritizing tasks effectively can make a huge difference under tight deadlines. Great answers. Your responses show a solid mix of technical skill and thoughtful approach. For feedback, I'd say you did an excellent job concisely explaining your experiences and approach. Just remember to keep your examples as relevant as possible to the job you're applying for. Anything else you'd like to practice or go over?
No, I think that's it. But any other kind of constructive feedback? I want to really make sure I'm ready here.
Wear a nicer shirt.
You've got a strong foundation, and I can see you're thoughtful in your responses. Just a couple of things to fine-tune. First, in your answers, try to weave in specific examples that highlight your skills and achievements.
Good.
Especially those relevant to the job you're applying for. This will make your responses more memorable and impactful. Second, be concise but thorough. It's a balancing act, but the goal is to give enough
Firefly,
detail to
yes,
be informative
that's what this
without
is.
overloading the interviewer with information.
I see.
Lastly,
Anything about my body language? Was my delivery okay?
your body language was generally positive and engaging. You maintained good eye contact and seemed attentive, which is great. One note though, try to avoid touching your face too much. It can be distracting and might give off signs of nervousness.
Wow.
Overall,
That's-
you came across as thoughtful and focused,
That's
which
great.
is exactly what you want.
Okay, I think I'm ready. Thank you.
Damn. All right. There we go, people.
Growing a startup is tough.
Fucking crazy. We're really not that far from these tools being just a fundamentally different thing than what we experience right now. I mean, imagine a customer service experience. Imagine a customer service experience built on that technology. And where you've got an avatar talking. Hey, how's it going? Let me see if I can help with that. Here's how you do that. Da-da-da-da-da. And it's smart enough to know if your problem is actually hard enough that it can't solve it, it'll escalate it to a real person. And because that tool can not only understand your words, but can recognize what you're doing, it could probably sense that you're getting angry. It can hear the tone of your voice, getting frustrated. So even if you don't say, fuck you, if you're getting frustrated, it's probably going to be skilled at being able to talk you down. How is my teasing of AI features that we don't have access to? I know. It's so fucking annoying. It's like, just fucking launch this shit. It's really annoying. What, can it give real-time advice or answers? Yeah, that's what it was doing. So the new real-time voice that's in ChatGPT Omni, it's not out yet. No one has it. When you talk to ChatGPT right now, that's the old shit. The new shit, you're talking. It's hard to describe the difference. In the current model, when you talk to it, when you put it in voice mode, there's 3 different models involved. There's a speech-to-text AI. They then send the text of what you said to the large language model, which gives an answer. And then that answer goes to a text-to-speech module that then talks it. The new shit, you're actually talking directly into the model, and it understands your tone as well as your words, as well as, in that case, he turned on his camera so it could see him. And it said, don't touch your face so much. Makes you look nervous, you ninny. I don't think it called him a ninny, but I sure did. Anyway, it's been a pleasure, people. Tomorrow, Friday night date night. I don't think I have anything going on, so it'll probably be 8 p.m. Mountain Time. We'll do Friday night date night, and I don't know, maybe something cool will be launched. If you're interested, tomorrow I've got, I do this thing called AI Office Hours on LinkedIn. It's a really interesting group of people that show up to that. So if you want to talk business or just, talk with a bunch of people, what's interesting about AI Office Hours is it's kind of turned into a mastermind of people who are applying AI in their professional lives and in their personal lives, and they come there and they talk about it, and it's pretty inspiring. So if you want to do that, just check out my LinkedIn. I'm Kyle Shannon on LinkedIn, and I'll put out a reminder in the morning. All right. I also have a 7 a.m. pitch tomorrow. And here's Storyvine. Yay. It's 7 a.m. I'm going to be like this. Hey, really excited to see everyone. Thanks for your time. This is really fantastic. Let me talk about my awesome company, Storyvine, and how it can be awesome for your large and important pharmaceutical marketing organization. Yay. All right, I'm out of here. So wait, so are we getting spicy Kyle tomorrow night, or hey Jen Kyle? I don't know. I never know. It's so funny when I start these things. It almost doesn't matter what mood I'm in when I start. When I start these things, the spirits take over, and sometimes I go dark, sometimes I go zany, sometimes I go focused. So you just never know what you're going to get here at Chat ADD. All right, let's see who we got in the house tonight. Tobias is in here. Paven, good to see you, sir. Teton Skier. Mr. Todd. Michael Farrell, great to see you. Snort a line in the morning. There you go. Mostly Gosuno. Mr. IT's in the house. Dr. J's in the house. Rick Olson. Steve-O, peace out to you as well. CW's here. Papa JJ. Brandon, thank you so much for everything. Danielle. Joey, thank you for your gifts, Joey. Appreciate it. QF is in the house. Firefly, good luck on the 7 a.m. pitch. I appreciate it. User 898-235-81018-896. 0.1 out of 10 on the name. I'd go ahead and upgrade that. I'd change it to something like Butthole Knuckle. Make yourself memorable. Don't just be a serial number. Danielle is in the house. Silver Fox was here but had to go. Don't touch your face so much, Kyle. Hello. Hi. My name's Kyle. Very nice to meet you. On the job interview today, I like to talk about the many ways that I am an excellent employee, possible employee to come do the work for you that you have always wanted in a dream employee of such as myself, and the other. Yeah, exactly. All right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Friday night, date night. Be there or don't. You can actually go have a date. I want to talk to a real person. All right, everyone. I'll see you later.